What
All right.
the hell was that? They change everything. All right. Welcome to DuPage Run and Shoot, September 23rd. This is recorded. I don't know what's going on Facebook Live. It's a pain in the butt. So this is week 5, episode 5. I am Coach Big Pete, aka Pure Leinweber, publisher of DeepDishFootball.com. Make sure you follow me at Coach Big Pete, at Coach Big Pete on Twitter, and my email is coachbigpete@fp@gmail.com. My co-host, Patrick Codo. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, friends. I'm Patrick Codo, the co-host of DuPage Run and Shoot Show. I'm sure you saw me on the Facebook story that I posted. We should start doing that before some shows. But I'm the co-host of this show. I'm also a sports reporter over at NCTV 17. So I'm sure you folks have been seeing me out there covering some games. Yep. You can check out all of our highlights at nctv17.com and our YouTube channel, NCTV17 Sports. And follow me on Twitter at PatrickCodo34. Also at the Codo's Mojo and my website, patrickcodo.com.
Yep, does a wonderful job. Check it out, guys. Please check it out. All right, let's get into the scores for week 4. Neuqua Valley, 21. Naperville North, 7. Not that much of a surprise to me. You go ahead, Codo.
Well, Pete, let me just start by saying this, that punters are people too.
Mm-hmm.
Palmer Domsky, we're sleeping on this guy for Neuqua. This guy could do everything. He's a kicker, he's a DB, he's a punter, but he faked the punt, faked the defender, and then boom, touchdown Neuqua Valley.
I'm just completely flabbergasted with Neuqua Valley. I think again, I have them as
that's Neuqua Valley for you.
Yeah.
That's Neuqua Valley.
But Naperville North, they only have one win now, the 1-3.
Yeah, this is not what we were expecting out of the Huskies. A lot of hype coming into this season, but 1-3 is not what you want to be seeing.
Yeah,
and the schedule doesn't get easier from here. We'll have to talk about that later. Yeah. But Neuqua, a good night for Menike. Obviously, they could do better, but it's Naperville North. They're a good football team. They definitely did their part against Neuqua, but it's just that their offense couldn't score the ball to save their lives. And obviously that fake punt for a touchdown played a huge difference. North's only a couple plays away from making that a close game.
Yeah.
You don't get up that fake punt, it's a 7-point game. You got a chance to tie it at the end, but instead you lose by 14, 21-7.
Yeah. No, you're hit on the head. Glenbard West, 63. Proviso West, 0.
Do we even have to talk about this?
Not that much of a surprise.
Not really. How about let's show some love to Nico D'Argento. I apologize if I said that incorrectly, but he is back. I got him and Joey Pope in the backfield. Oh, good Lord.
And Julius Ellens was on fire, too, for Proviso West. Not Proviso West, but Glenbard West. He was on fire.
Hey, what the hell are you smoking right there?
Yeah, Glenbard West is literally on fire right now.
Are they in 8A?
Yes, they are. They are.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Batavia, 42. Lake Park, 8. Not that big of a surprise. They held them to the half. Lake Park held Batavia to the half, and then Batavia just cruised.
Lake Park jumped up to a 2-0 lead, and then boom, 42 unanswered.
Yep.
Newberry with the big game, 4 catches for 160 yards and 3 tutties. Jason Buckley, 135 yards, 2 TDs. It was basically the Jason Buckley and Eric Newberry show. Yeah,
it was. And big shout out to Ryan, to Bo, their quarterback as well, Batavia. He had a hell of a game too. Wheaton North, 35. St. Charles North, 3.
This is a surprise.
Yeah, it's just
you had to figure this was. You had to figure, these were 2 teams coming off of 2 tough losses. You figured it was going to be that kind of a battle.
Yeah.
No, instead of Wheaton North just comes out and just absolutely smoked them. And who's Braden Mask, by the way?
He's a hell of a player, running back.
210 yards rushing.
Yeah,
that's all I got to say.
And the big thing is that St. Charles North also, they're missing a lot of players on their defense too.
I wonder why.
Yeah. And so 35-3. Next game. This was a big surprise for me. Naperville Central 17.
It was also a big surprise for me as well.
Yeah. What are you gonna say?
I thought Central was gonna. Okay, I did say that this game was gonna be close, but I didn't think it was gonna be that close. Like I thought Central was gonna run away with it. Like I thought. So slow first half. First of all, Central's defense needs to not give up big plays because 2 big plays for Obanzi basically kept him in the game. You had the 84-yard swing pass touchdown from Luke LC, not Nathan Pappas. Luke LC. Obanzi Valley missed Nathan Pappas last week because of illness, but the week prior he lost the QB starting job at Shaker Heights.
Yeah.
So Nathan Pappas is not having the season we all were expecting to, which, you know, it sucks because I really love the guy.
Yeah.
I thought he would definitely do a lot, but but no, first play, I thought, oh no. And then Central, they just couldn't find the end zone the first half.
Yeah.
And then their last 2 possessions in the second half, you had an Owen Prusha 75-yard touchdown pass to Reggie Florima.
Yeah.
And then you had Seth Lenzine kick a field goal. But it was a sloppy game. I mean, 4th game in a row. Sorry?
I think Owen Perusha, I think he's the key to Naperville Central's success in the playoffs.
That and the center still needs to work on his snaps. He still had some bad snaps last Saturday. You can't win football games with that.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Owen Prusha is the key, and so is the defense.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
The defense has looked really good these past couple of games, but you play like a really good team. For example, let's take Glenbard West. You play a team like them.
Yeah.
And you rely on your defense, you are gonna get your asses handed. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But again, and Owen Prusha, got to clean up the turnovers, my friend. Just throw the damn ball away if it's not going to be completed.
Yeah.
Because one of those turnovers resulted in a quick score for Wabanzi. Central was up 17-7. They also had a touchdown wiped off the board because of a dumb holding call.
Yeah.
Central should have been up 17-7 going into halftime. The final score should have been 24-14.
Yeah.
Instead of 17-14.
Yeah.
Like, it was bad, obviously. And players, too. Unfortunately, the officials are soft now, making some stupid calls, like calling some, horse crap, moves and stuff. For Christ's
you're right.
sakes.
Next game.
But a win is a win, even though they have some work to do.
Yeah. Hinsdale Central 48. Hinsdale South 0.
Do we even have to talk about that? Good win for the Devils, though.
Yeah. Big win for the Devils. York 28. Downers North 10.
So it's safe to say, because we were talking about earlier, it was, offense against defense, and it looks like York passed their first big test of the season. Obviously, they got more opponents coming on, but this is a good start for York. Came in 3-0, played some decent teams. You figured Downers Grove North was going to be their first big test. Well, definitely proved it. 28-10. Sloppy first half for everyone until a 93-yard touchdown run by Kelly Watson. 175 yards rushing after an ugly first quarter for both teams.
Yep. All right. And like I said, congratulations to York. Well-deserved win. Downers Grove North back on track for this coming week. And again, York, it's their year. It's their year. And I think
since 2010, that'll be nice.
Yeah, that's always a good thing. Always a good thing for York.
Yes,
so
sir.
We get into Glenbard North 23, St. Charles East 0. What the hell is going on in St. Charles East?
I have no idea. And again, you have a Division I quarterback, and I'm like,
wow.
You have a Division I quarterback, a Division I receiver going to North Dakota State, and you're like, all right, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
No, they're playing terrible. Terrible. Yeah. What is up with not Batavia, St. Charles East? Come on now. You're hyping us. You had them as a surprise team.
Yeah. And just congratulations to Glenbard North football. They get the big W. Well deserved.
What's up with Glenbard North? That's what I want to know.
Hey, they're good. I told you. Come on, Patrick. Come on. I told you, man. Big shout to Glenbard North on a big win. Big score. Geneva 13. Wheaton Warrenville South 12.
Oh my God! What the?
Geneva football. Geneva football is hot right now. No doubt about that.
With a new head coach too, and a new quarterback. The quarterback's a freshman, right?
Yeah.
Oh my! So basically, they're going with new, and they're looking.
Oh,
pretty.
no. No, he's not. He's not. I'm sorry. He's a senior, if I'm not mistaken. Alex Porter.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, poor, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
New coach, but still, though, like, although you had a long weather delay, that
Yeah.
was no issue, though, for the Vikings. What, it was almost 2 hours?
Yeah.
Everybody had a weather delay last Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Even though some games still could have started on time. Like, I was talking with the officials before the Central Wabanzi game, and, we had dark clouds in the area. We saw lightning, but it was blowing just, that way. The officials were like, we're going to play. And I'm like, y'all better play.
Oh, yeah.
And then the PA announcer's like, everybody, please leave the stadium. Take cover. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No,
I'm like, the lightning's blowing east.
Yes.
Shout out to Wabanzi though for not kicking me out of the stadium and letting me chill in their press box.
That's nice. That's
thank you the WB TV crew for lending me some of your refreshments you had.
Yep. St. Rita 21, Bennett Academy 0.
Okay.
I'm shocked by the score.
Sorry?
What were you gonna say?
All right. Oh my God. First of all, our poor reporter Anthony Yench had a rough night that night. Obviously, it was Bug City at that game. I don't know if you watched the highlights.
Yeah, I saw the highlights.
Yep, Bug City. Anthony, you got to be ready for tough weather conditions. I mean, you had your camera out. You had your camera bag on the other side of the field. Of course, it rains on you, so you have to run to your bag, get your camera gear. At Bennett Academy, what is the meaning of you begging for 20 minutes, 20 extra minutes after a rain delay? Like, what the hell does that mean? You still got your asses kicked 21-0.
Yeah.
Like, they were technically protesting.
Oh.
Like, they weren't going to play unless they got 20 extra minutes to warm up after the weather delay. And I'm like, what the fuck's that going to do?
Yeah. St. Lawrence 21, Montini 13. Is that the score?
Yes, sir. Montini, what are you doing?
What the hell, man? What the hell? You got Montini football. I just don't. To St. Lawrence, and St. Lawrence is a good team too. Big shout to Coach Stevenson and Coach Neeson. They do a wonderful job with St. Lawrence football. But I'm completely shocked by Montini's performance this season. Completely shocked.
Well, especially when they're in 3A.
Yeah.
Montini's won.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know what to say.
Talking about classes, made a mistake. IC is not moving to 4A. It was an IHSA mistake. They are going to still be a 2A. IC. They're
still going to be the
the
2A state champions.
Yep. Matea Valley 29. DeKalb 22.
Okay, first of all, when did Matea have a running game? They finally got the running game going.
Matea had a running game. Come on.
When though? When? When did they ever have a running game?
Yeah. So,
like, the first 2 weeks they were relying on the passing, and I'm like, they're not going to go far if they're doing this.
No, it's true. It's true. You're right.
And they limped their first win of the year. They limped past Belleville East.
Yeah.
But hey, John Flynn with the touchdown. Shit, if I got the names right. Ayan Abrar, hopefully I said that right. Yeah. He played a big role. And oh my God, speaking of running back, Christian McCaffrey just got hurt tonight in the Panthers-Texan game. God damn it. I got him on one of my fantasy teams. The curse of the number 1 pick.
He's overrated.
Well, if he continues this shit, yeah, I'd say so.
So it's not much of a surprise.
But yeah, no, good. It was a night. Well, Matea, they were up 14-0. DeKalb shot themselves in the foot in the first half. Yeah. Failed to get a first down, had a couple fumbles, a blocked punt. Down 14-0. DeKalb outscores them 21-6.
Yeah.
And then Matea scores the last 9 points with a safety and a touchdown.
I would love to know what's DeKalb. I couldn't believe it. But a big shout to Coach Parpet for getting his team ready.
Yeah, I want to know what's going on with DeKalb too. Not gonna lie.
And that was a big win for Coach Parpet. That's a big win in his coaching football career. Well deserved to Coach Parpet. Big win against DeKalb. And who do they play next week? They play this week.
DeKalb plays Naperville North.
Who does Matea Valley play?
Matea Wabanzi.
They got a shot.
They do have a shot.
They have a shot now. 3 wins. They got a shot at 3 wins now.
I have a fun fact though that I want to tell you.
Yeah, sure.
Since 2009, Waubonsie Valley is 9-0 after coming off a loss to Naperville Central.
Oh wow, that's a good stat.
Yeah, playoffs are included as well.
That's a good stat.
So do not get your hopes up, Amatia.
Yeah. Lyle 28, Streeter 14. Big shout out to Lyle and the other coach Parpet over the big win over Streeter. Well deserved win. Lyle needed that win. After a tough loss to Custer, they beat Streeter 28-14. IC 47, Ridgewood 0. I don't think that was much of a surprise.
Again, it's proud IC the state championship.
Wheaton Academy 34, Bishop McNamara 14. My boy Dorn picked off. He was playing safety as well. Picked off and won it, and got the interception, and then they got the touchdown to basically put the dagger into Bishop Mac. Congratulations to the Academy. Yeah, Wheaton Academy. They're looking real pretty.
Yes, sir.
They're looking. Hey, let me tell you something. They're looking like a fat kid in a cake shop. Simple as that.
A what?
A fat kid in a cake shop.
Yeah, they've been eating all the cake.
Come on.
Oh, shit.
St. Ed's 38 blanks my team. Westmont to 8. Glenbard East 6. East Aurora 0. Not much of a surprise.
A little bit of a head scratcher though.
Yeah.
6-0. 6-0. A little bit of a head scratcher.
Yeah. Bartlett 30.
Now if it was Glenbard East, a 6-0 win over a team like Neuqua Valley, okay, that makes more sense. But East Aurora,
not really.
Makes you scratch your head a little bit.
Bartlett 33, West Chicago 0. Nobody's surprised. Congratulations to Bartlett. They're keeping on a hot streak. Willowbrook 34, Downers South 7.
Oh my God! Can I set this off?
Yeah.
First of all, Downers Grove South finally found the end zone, but it was too little, too late.
Yeah.
Willowbrook, after starting off 0-2, is now 2-2. So
you got to give it to them. I give it to
them. I'm not bashing Willowbrook. I'm just saying it's just that I can't say I'm surprised, but looks like we overhyped Downers Grove South.
Downers South is killing me right now. It's killing me.
Downers South's killing the both of us. Come on, Eli Reed, what the hell are you doing?
Downers South is literally killing me. Proviso East 34, Addison Trail 23.
Well, it shows you how shitty Addison Trail is.
And the game that we talked about last week, Loyola Academy 46, Brother Rice 43.
Okay, first of all, before prior, Loyola and Brother Rice only gave 8 points to Bennett Academy.
Yeah.
Fast forward the next week, they gave up 46. Holy shit.
I was completely shocked by that. I was shocked by
a rematch of the 2018 8A state championship game. Like, why can we have gotten that instead of that ugly 13-3 battle?
If you told me Jack Lausch he would have a tremendous game for Brother Rice, I would have thought that Brother Rice would have won that game. But you got to stop You have to stop Rolando at running back for Loyola Academy, and that offensive line. Those boys are hogs.
He sounds like Kirk Cousins from the Vikings. The numbers that his team can't win a football game.
All right.
He's wanted in Minnesota for stealing $84 million.
Hey, they paid him. It ain't his fault. They're stupid enough to pay him. They're stupid enough to pay him.
He's overrated.
He's Kyle Lorden. That's all he is. He's Kyle Lorden. Come on.
Don't you dare get me started with Kyle.
Come on, he's Kyle Lorden.
Now that we're talking about Bears quarterbacks, what do you like? Did you like Fields starting on Sunday?
No. Just because of this week. Just because against Cleveland Browns defensive line. I don't like it.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. I hope he does good. I hope he kills it. I hope he gets 3 rushing touchdowns and 3 passing touchdowns, and he can flick off all.
I bought a Roquan Smith jersey right before his pick 6 on Sunday at the
See, there you go. There you go, right there. I'm loud now. I can hear myself.
It's like I do something this player does good. Like today I was covering the boys golf DVC championships, and every golfer I filmed, they actually did something good. They gave me a birdie, a par. I'm like, good Lord, like I would love to follow you, but I got to get these guys too.
All right. Glenbard deep dish football games of the week for week 5. Glenbard North versus Batavia. This is Glenbard North. This is their shot. This is their big dog.
4-0 versus 4-0.
They're taking on Batavia 4-0, 4-0. Like you said, we got.
However,
yeah,
I think the slight end goes to Batavia. They're more battle tested than Glenbard North.
Yeah.
It'll be close, but the slight end goes to Batavia. Then yet again, I have been doubting both teams all season, and they're making me eat my words.
All you gotta do is believe in the Panther. That's all you gotta do.
All you gotta do is keep bashing the Panther, and they'll win.
Believe in the Panther. That's all you gotta do.
I believe in the Panther.
I believe in football god Ryan Wilkins in the state of Illinois. I think it's going to be a tough game as he goes against other football god Coach Pyron of Batavia. I think it's going to be a great game. And then I'll probably eat my words. I'll eat some effing crow, and they'll get blown out 42-0 by Batavia. And that's what's going to happen. That's really what's going to
fucking happen. 42-0. That's some bullshit.
But it's going to be a good game. I'm excited for both squads. And again, much respect to what Glenbard North is doing, is done, and keeps on doing. I love that offensive line. They'll knock you on your ass. And it's the same way with Batavia. They have a small, athletic offensive line that will knock you on your ass and ask and eat breakfast at your mom's house after. That's how good Batavia's offensive line is.
They're going to eat the whole fucking pantry. That's what they're going to do.
That's right. That's right. Then we got Matea Valley versus Wabanzi Valley. Big game for Matea Valley. Can they get the W?
First of all, 2 weeks ago, we're like, these teams are dead in the water. Now all of a sudden we're like, holy shit, Matea Valley can now win the fucking DVC.
It's
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, we literally said, oh, these teams suck. They're overrated. We thought they were going to be good. Fast forward a couple weeks later, like, oh, my God, these teams are actually – they're good now.
This high school football parody is absolutely killing me right now.
Yes, sir. Yes,
it's killing me, but it's awesome. And you just know that tomorrow night there's going to be a shitload of upsets. There's going to be a shit.
Oh, yeah. In fact, there's one game, too, that I'm going to call an upset, Pete, when we get to that game. But this
Lyle versus Coal City, the Lions take on Coal City.
Pete, I wasn't finished.
Okay, keep going.
Pete, I wasn't finished. Let me talk about Meaty, as my co-worker Anthony called it, who went to Wabanzi. Matea versus Wabanzi. I'm going to give the slight edge to Matea just because they found their running game last week. Now, let's hope they keep it up. Now, however, on a side note, like I said on that side note, Wabanzi is 9-0 after coming off a win in Naperville Central, including the playoffs. You all saw that game back in the spring where Wabanzi won 26-24. Well, It's going to be that exact same close game tomorrow, but instead, it's the Mustangs that are going to get that win. Sorry, Wabanzi.
And like I said, I got to give a big shout to Matea Valley, that roster, those coaches for sticking in there, and they're on a 2-game winning streak. Can they get to 3? That's going to be the most important thing tomorrow night is to take on Wabanzi Valley. Next
the
game.
Last time Matea Valley won 3 straight games was in 2011.
No way.
I kid you not. 2011 was the last time Matea Valley won 3 straight games. Started 3-0, but still missed the playoffs.
Jesus. All right. Lyle versus Coal City. Big game. Lyle's got 1 loss. Coal City's got 2 losses. They're 2-2. Coal City is hungry. They need that win. This is going to be a tough game. And again, Coal City will try to go after that Lyle run and then wait for the second Warriors of that pass of Lyle. For Coal City, again, the big main thing for Lyle's defense is that they got to stop that offensive line of Coal City and those runs. So that's going to be the most important thing. Any comments about Lyle and Coal City?
Nope.
Next game. Naperville Central versus Neuqua Valley, big rivalry game.
All
I'll let you start, Coach.
All right. Okay. All right. First of all, this is the game that both Naperville Central and Neuqua Valley have had marked on their calendars. Naperville Central, the last time Central won on Neuqua's home turf, their home turf, 2014, my senior years, last time we won on their home turf.
Okay.
Like, in Central, their defense is hungry. Neuqua Valley's played and a decent schedule. But I think this is a game where Naperville Central will hopefully be able to display their offense. Because you got to get to Menike. They have to get to Menike. Give Menike that much time, it's lights out.
You're right.
This game is basically going to determine the conference championship.
I think you're right. I was going to say that. You're right.
It's only the second conference game, but this game could, the winner of this game could pretty much win the conference. Title.
Yep. And in a game of we need to win bad, Naperville North versus DeKalb.
Before we get to that, I'm going to take Naperville Central slight edge over Neuqua Valley. Upset those Wildcats.
Hey, what school did you go to again?
I'm not being a Central homer. But Naperville Central, their defense has been rattling them out the past 4 games. And Max Grumbles, the offensive lineman, went off. He actually did swear in one of my interviews, so I'm like, I can't use that now because he swore in it. He dropped the F-bomb. But yeah, Central gets a slight edge, and I think their offense is going to be in for a big game tomorrow night.
Naperville North versus DeKalb in a battle. We need to win bad. Who you got?
To be quite honest, I'm going to go Naperville North.
I agree.
Naperville North. I mean, again, you saw how bad DeKalb played against Batia's run game. Well, guess what? North also has a good run game.
Yeah.
They could use Ethan Robert. Dude, they will run the fuck out of Zeke and Luke Williams. I kid you not.
Yeah.
Aiden Gray can also run too.
Oh, yeah.
You got 4 options that literally are going to send that whole DeKalb defense to the dentist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No doubt about that.
And that's a big game from Naperville North too. They're 1-3. You do not want to go into next week's Crosstown Classic 1-4.
Oh, you definitely not.
You do not want to go on 1-4. That's basically a playoff game starting next week.
I agree with you on Naperville North. I think Naperville North's going to win that.
And I think North's going to beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
It's not going to be close.
York versus Lyons Township. Who's going to win that one?
I'm going to give the slight end to York.
Yeah, I think that's going to be.
They passed their first big test last week against Downers Grove North, and it's going to be a battle. Obviously, the other big test for York will be obviously their final exam is the state championship if they make it.
Yeah,
that's their final exam. But that other big test for York, another good test for York will be Lyons. But that big test, they are not looking past Lyons Township. That's for sure. Because guess who they play after Lyons Township?
Who?
Glenbard West and him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Glenbard West. Yeah. York. I think if York gets too happy about this DGN win, Lyons Township has got a chance for an upset. But I'm going to go with York, like you said. And,
not only that, too, a win for York tomorrow will get them an inch closer to the playoffs. Because just because you have 5 wins doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
5 wins doesn't quite do it.
Yeah.
Especially in their conference. 5 wins won't quite do it.
Yeah.
5 wins means you're 5 wins means you're okay, you have playoff potential. But it's that 6th win you need. You get that 6th win, that much needed 6th win, your playoff spot is secured. All
right. No, you hit it on the head, Codo. Glenbard East versus South Elgin. South Elgin, undefeated. Glenbard East, I believe, is undefeated, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct.
Oh, my God. At the Glenbard East, congratulations to Coach Walters. He deserves a lot of respect.
I still cannot believe almost even 11 years ago they were our punching bag. We used to beat the shit out of them.
They're back. They're back.
Okay, in a struggling conference.
Yeah. South Elgin looks good. South Elgin, good running attack. They had 2 touchdowns from the running back and 2 passing touchdowns. This is going to be a big game for Glenbard East. If they can win this game, you got to keep an eye out for Glenbard East. Then that's a big testing ground game for Glenbard East.
Where's the game at?
I believe it is at South Elgin. It's at South Elgin.
Okay, that's big.
Yeah. Next game, and this is a little bit of a we had to add a game because there's not that many good games in DuPage County. Hinsdale Central versus OPRF.
Hinsdale Central.
OPRF, they got a few players coming back. Should be a very interesting game, but I tend to agree with Mr. Codo, the brain. He is it correct. And for the big weeks in IHSA football, deep dish football game of the week, Lincoln Way East versus Bolingbrook. You go first.
Okay. Well, for both teams, obviously for a team like Bolingbrook, a 5th win means they are, potential playoffs.
Yeah.
For Lincoln Way East, James Kwasinski was your Chicago Tribune Player of the Week.
Yeah.
And Lincoln Way East has been on fire lately. But look at their schedule afterwards. Bolingbrook after that plays Homewood, Flossmoor, and Lockport.
Yeah.
Can you believe we're talking about Lockport?
No, we sort of guessed on how good Lockport was.
Yep. And then for Homewood, Lincoln Way East after this, they play Homewood, Flossmoor, and they play a team from Alabama called Homewood, Alabama, and Lockport. Basically a big game in the Southwest Suburban Blue Conference.
Yeah, big game. Definitely big game. And last game in the spring, Lincoln Way East put up over 300 rushing yards on Bolingbrook's defense in spring. And their quarterback at that time, Vincenzo Mesci, who's graduating now, but he threw 5 interceptions too.
Oof.
Yeah, so that's not good. And he's a former Neuqua Valley quarterback too. Vincenzo Mesci. Yeah. He was behind Gronkowski.
Gronowski,
yeah.
What I was going to say, Gronkowski, what the heck?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
So, yeah, it should be an interesting game. I'm going to be there. It's going to be fun tomorrow. What game are you going to be at? I
will be at Naperville Central and Neuqua Valley.
Oh, they give you the good game because you're an alumni.
Yes, sir, yes. They'll give me the good games in general, even if I didn't go to Central.
So let's get to some viewer questions from Charles Schluter in Lombard.
Do we have more than 2?
Yep.
Good.
Well, I got 2 right now. Would you have any questions?
No, I mean, do they have more than 2 questions? No, I do not. No. Where do I find these questions anyway? Where do they send
2 questions? They send me an email. Send Patrick Codo some questions. He feels lonely.
Pete Codo at nctv17.com.
There we go. Coach Big Pete, FP@gmail.com. What team has the brightest future in DuPage County?
What team has the brightest future in DuPage County? Well, Glenbard East.
For me, they're not. It's going to take some time, but for me personally, the team that has the brightest future is Wiener Warrenville South. I know I sound crazy, but I think the hire of Sean Norris will bring a new energy to the Wiener Warrenville South Tigers. I think that staff is doing a wonderful job with those kids.
Same thing with Glenbard East. Their staff's doing a wonderful job as well. So that's why they have a really bright future. Yeah. I mean, let's not forget too. A couple of years ago, they had their first 10-win season in like forever, in like a long time. Yeah. So yeah, they definitely have a bright future. Glenbard East.
And for me, it's Wiener Warrenville South. Congratulations. Sean Norris is doing a great
2 former DuPage Valley Conference teams.
Yep. I just see the future is completely bright for Wiener Warrenville South. And I'm gonna be dumb, but I'm also gonna say another school that I really think that should be talked about more that we don't talk about is Matea Valley. I think the hiring apartment helped out a lot.
You think that, but the issue with that is that the guys that he had when he started, they were seniors.
Yeah.
Can these underclassmen, step up?
Yeah. I think the program's going to grow in a couple of years, Mr. Codo.
Well, they got to get more players too.
True. That's very true. And the last one from Henry Rosloff, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, of Whedon. Who are some of your Coach of the Year candidates in DuPage County?
Who are some of my Coach of the Year candidates? That's a good question. Well, I mean, let's give a shout out to, obviously, one of the candidates has got to be Mike Ulrich from Central.
Yes.
Mike Ulrich, off to a good 3-1 start. Mike Ulrich from Central is definitely a good candidate.
Yes.
Glenn, you don't want to sleep on Glenn Bardice's coach.
He was my Coach of the Year 2 years ago for deep dish football. He's awesome.
Yeah, Mike Ulrich. Ryan Wilkins. Ryan Wilkins, for Christ's sake.
Yes, Ryan Wilkins. You hit it on the head. And
Batavia's coach. I keep forgetting his name.
No. Ehrlich, from what he's done with that program and just him to get that team.
All right, Mike Ulrich and Ryan Wilkins are definitely two good candidates of the,
yes.
Yeah,
definitely. I definitely agree. You hit on the head. I'd also say the Whedon Academy coach as well. I forgot his name.
That's a good choice.
He deserves a lot of respect too. And
York's coach.
Yes. Oh yeah, always York. Yeah. I think he's going to be the perennial favorite. That's my personal feeling. And you can also talk, even though he lost to York, Coach Harini of Downers Grove North. He deserves.
I agree.
He deserves to be taught. He deserves to be talked about as well. So that is it. Not that many great games, as you can see. There's going to be a lot of blowouts in DuPage County.
Yeah. Or this game got canceled.
IC is looking for an opponent tomorrow. Last time I checked, IC's looking for an opponent tomorrow.
Well, if Naperville Central and Eagle Valley, if one of our area schools somehow has a COVID case and they can't play.
Yeah, there you go. That'd be a great game. Naperville Central by 67.
Against, that's if that happens. They are not 60 pieces in Eagle Valley. There's no way in hell that's happening.
All right. And again, me caveman on computer, me have hard time with streaming, Facebook. I hate you so much. I hate you for
you
past.
Screwed us up last week, Facebook.
Yes. And you screwed up this week. So this is being filmed on Zoom.
Last week was not your fault, Big Pete. Facebook screwed us up.
Yep. And the problem is last week I go to my phone. I see, that's me. Oh, he's got the volume. I got the volume down. I don't want to interrupt my broadcast. I should have turned on my volume to see Patrick Codo's voice is on the effing video. So yeah.
What have you done? What did I do to you? What?
All right. For Patrick Codo, give you your contact information.
Okay. You can find me on Twitter at PatrickCodo34. You can also follow my podcast, The Codo's Mojo. And if you want to send me some questions as well, email me at pcodo@nctv17.com. That is spelled as P.
Feels left out.
Yes, at PCODO@nctv17.com. And check out my website, patrickcodo.com. I'm really all over the social media world.
Yep, and follow Coach Big Pete on Deep Dish Football. Visit deepdishfootball.com. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter. My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com if you have any questions. As we talk DuPage County football, we'll talk about it next week as we get into week 6. Week 6.
I got next week. Mr. Codo's going to be broadcasting the game next week.
Oh, that's right. So I'm going to be taking over. Yes. I'm joking.
Wait. No, I'll be here next week.
Oh, I thought you weren't going to be here next week.
That was next Thursday.
Oh, okay.
That was next Thursday. I will be here next Thursday. Next Friday is the game.
Okay. All right. Good. From Coach Big Pete, goodbye. Patrick Codo, what do you got to say? Last comment.
Holy shit, it's week 5. I don't know if y'all been outside today, but it definitely felt like fall.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Beautiful day outside.
You can catch Pete and I all the way to Thanksgiving. We'll even do some off-season talk.
Yep. Y'all definitely. Thank you so much, Codo. Have a lovely night and have a good day tomorrow. And enjoy Eagle Valley versus Naperville.
And you enjoy Lincoln Way East versus Bolingbrook. Holy shit, you and I got some good-ass games tomorrow.
That's right, sir. That's right, we do.